Got my eyes straight ahead, got my head in the game. With the red light on, I'm just waiting for the change. Keep my head down low.
Hi, I'm Jay Fallon. Thank you for listening to The Slippery Slope. So, just the other day, I did an episode talking about leadership, specifically about leadership in the US, and how there was an article that came out writing about the Turkish ambassador to Iran, who had made some comments which, to me, really needed the US government to respond. Really did. But they didn't respond. I think it just shows the weak leadership that's currently in the United States at the moment. And I think it's, well, I don't think it's I don't think it's a great reflection upon the nation as a whole. And I don't think that the comments that he made would have been made if there was different leadership, and there had been different leadership other than the leadership that they have seen for the last 4 years, with Biden and Harris. And obviously, Harris is running for president, and she's just showing her lack of ability. That's all she's doing, in my opinion. Anyway, so talking about leadership and what's happening, I want to talk about her running mate. And just the other day, unfortunately, Israel has had another 6 hostages were found dead. They'd been killed. So 6 people who'd been taken hostage in the October 7 attacks, they'd been found dead. Now, I'm just going to quickly go through the video showing what's happened with I think he's a governor, Walz, the running mate for Kamala Harris. So in the video, it shows that Walz is at I think it's called a county fair or something. But what's happened is he's been touring the state. I'll read out a little what it says. He's been touring the state fair in St. Paul and meeting with supporters. So Walz, is that how you pronounce his name? Walz or Waltz? Walked over to the press area and begins to have a back and forth with the media. I'm getting this report from the Dossier. If any of you have heard of the Dossier, I'd encourage you to subscribe to them. They have some good stuff. So one reporter asked Walz how he is balancing his 2 roles as governor and as vice presidential candidate. So while another asked him how he's feeling, it's really hard hitting. So yeah, and as they say, after all the hard hitting journalism. A female reporter asked him about an actual issue of national intrigue, given that there are several American hostages being held by Hamas. So, and she says, "What's your reaction to the 6 hostages being found dead in Gaza? And what does this vice presidential candidate hopeful? What's he do? He doesn't answer the question and walks off, which is, for someone that wants to be the vice president, supposedly the second most important or second most powerful position in the land of the United States of America, and you can't stand there and answer a question that's really of national importance, international importance. You can't even stand there and answer it. I think it just shows the quality of the man, or the lack of quality of the candidate running for this position. Anyway, let's check out the video together so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm sorry if you're not if you're listening to this and it's not on video. So this is what happens. He's at this county fair and he's answering some questions. He's just dressed in very casually. So this is the voice that you're going to hear.
For those not from Minnesota, just to be clear, there's a lot of great state fairs in the country. This is the best one. And I say that having tried pork chops in Iowa and been at other ones, but great state fair, great tradition with Princess Kay of the Milky Way. Agriculture is still king in Minnesota. You see that many of these folks are going to participate in agribusiness over their lifetimes that we need here in Minnesota. So great state fair. Glad to have you.
Yeah, just the usual political talk, just trying to be light and easy and breezy. He's at the county fair, whatever. Nothing much to say. He's just having his little say and pumping up his public image a bit.
All out here enjoying every bit of it, and started the day with pork chop and vanilla shake. So
started the day with pork chop and vanilla shake. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
that's right. So thanks, everybody.
We have some questions now.
The question was, how much has changed from the last state fair? I don't get 12 days, which I normally get. A little bit more of a disruption, and I'm more concerned, obviously, disruption to the other folks. But it's exciting. I think people are seeing that we're getting to talk about Minnesota across the country, talk about the economy here, talk about things like the state fair, talk about agriculture. That's been really exciting.
How are you balancing managing the state of Minnesota and running for president?
Yeah, I got a good team on the being able to manage my schedule. We appointed 3 great judges last week in Ramsey County, as you saw. Every night we go through all of the decision memos and meeting with the commissioners. I stay updated throughout the day, and I'm in and out. Most of my time is day out and then back in.
Governor, how are you feeling?
What's your reaction to the 6 hostages being found dead in Gaza?
All right. Thanks, everybody.
So this reporter asks, what's your reaction to the six dead bodies that you found? They found that were hostages from Gaza. This chap here, if you can see, if you're watching the video, so Walz just looks at him. He's giving him the nod saying, yep, let's go back just a touch. I don't want to hear what she says again.
In Gaza.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
What's your reaction to the 6 hostages being found dead?
What's your reaction to the 6 hostages being found dead in Gaza?
In Gaza.
And all he's done is look at the chap on his right, and he's gone, yeah, nah. There's a hard-hitting question there. You can't, hard-hitting question, you can't answer that. We've got to go. Just, like I said, it's talking about leadership just the other day, leadership and how necessary good leadership is. And if you don't have good leadership, mate, the issues that the problems that you will be faced with. And here you have, I mean, the United States, is this the person that you really want as your vice president? You just want to stand there and talk about vanilla thick shakes and pork chops. You can't talk about serious issues, regardless, even if you don't agree, even if you're on the side of the Palestinians. Surely you would want to hear what the possible future vice president has got to say about a serious issue like American citizens being murdered. Surely you would want to know something. You'd want to hear him talk about it. I just think it's disgusting. And how come he's turning? This is obviously he's turning to look at the chap, and he's getting he knows the talking points. He knows what he's allowed to talk about. And as soon as he hears the female journalist say it, he's looked at him, he's shook his head, said, "Yep, no, we've got to get out of here. Can't answer any questions that are too hard hitting." Because what's the slogan, or what's everyone talking about with the Harris campaign? She's joy. She brings joy. Nothing but joy. We're going to ignore all of the actual issues. We're going to ignore the fact that she has been part of the Biden-Harris government, White House. She's been part of that administration for the past 4 years. They've caused nothing but chaos and mayhem. But no, she's going to fix everything now if she becomes president, and she just brings joy. And she doesn't answer any hard-hitting questions. And obviously, Walz isn't allowed to answer any hard-hitting questions either. Can't give anything away. Just got to keep it light and easy and breezy. And let's move on, mate. Let's keep going around the fair and just keep answering all the nice questions, all the easy lobbed up questions. Pretty disgusting, I think, and just shows the true character of the man who wants to be the vice president of the United States when you can't talk about the actual issues at hand. I just think just in my opinion, that this just shows the true character of the man when you cannot answer the hard-hitting questions, something that relates to the whole nation, of importance to the whole nation. You've got the death of 6 hostages, and I believe at least one of them was actually an American citizen, an American. And yet you can't even stop and talk about that issue. All you want to do is talk about vanilla thick shakes and pork chops. Shows the true character of the person running for vice president. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I'm Jay Fallon. Please let me know what you think. Thanks for listening to The Slippery Slope.
And say it isn't real, and please don't go away. Just give me one more day. What if I could? What if I could turn back time? I'd make you smile again. And if I could unbreak your heart, and we could start again. What if I could? What if I could turn back time? I'd make you smile again. And if I could unbreak your heart, and we could start again. We could start again. We could start again.